This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses, taking a look back at Kentucky Derby 138. We have 18 races to bring you, 12 from the weekend that was at Churchill Downs. But we're going to kick it off at Hollywood Park on Saturday afternoon. Up first, 3-year-old fillies in the Senorita.
They're off. Via Villaggio is asked for speed early, and Via Villaggio will make the lead from Bel Passe, My GG 3D. Light of Life is at the rail, then comes Grazer right alongside her. Bayrama is second to last, and the early trailer is Bobina. So Bel Passe is quicker than Via Villaggio to the backstretch, and Bel Passe and Joe Talamo lead by a length. At the rail, Via Villaggio is second with My GG and a tugging Grazer between horses. Grazer is in a tight spot under Brice Blanc and less than 2 from the front. Light of Life is fifth with 4 lengths to make up. Bayrama has settled down to sixth, 5 lengths behind, and the trailer is Bobina. 7 lengths first to last up the backstretch in the 44th Senorita Stakes, and Bel Passe has left 2 lanes open from the inside, and so she is joined by Light of Life through from the inside, and now Bel Passe is back to second, and the new leader is Light of Life. Via Villaggio had an opportunity as well to go through, but she's third and a length and a half from the lead. My GG just outside of her. Bayrama and Grazer are still 5 from the lead. Bobina's at the rail. Top of the stretch, they run Light of Life and Bel Passe. They're even with a quarter of a mile to run. Via Villaggio steadies off heels at the rail. To the outside in My GG, further out Bobina, even further out Grazer, wide open, final furlong. My GG takes over the lead. Immediately confronted by Bobina, and Bobina and My GG sprint to the wire. Bobina outside, My GG at the rail. Bobina, My GG, Bobina and My GG. Oh no, Bobina went wrong just after she crossed the wire. Number 3, Bobina, I think she won the race. She's in a photo with My GG.
And unfortunately, this race marred at the finish line, or just past the finish line, as Bobina, you saw her breaking down there under Victor Espinoza. You know, so sad to see. You know, 3-year-old filly looked like she really was taking to the turf after breaking her maiden, going a mile on the turf. Now she wins in her 3rd career start, a nice stakes race, but it is over for Bobina. She scores the victory in Saturday's Senorita. My GG runs second at 10-1, and Bayrama finishes third. Grazer, the 2-1 favorite, 3rd time United States, finishes off the board and 4th. Final running time of the Saturday Senorita, 1:35.18. Second feature on Saturday afternoon at Hollywood Park, older horses in the Mervyn Leroy, and the 9-year-old Awesome Gem is the favorite.
They're off. Prayer for Relief is asked for speed, and so is Morning Line, and these two go fast early. Gladding is going to take back off them. Doesn't want to go that fast. He's 3 deep in third. 31st Street and Kettle Corner next, then Awesome Gem and Great Warrior. The 2 trailers are Honor the Deputy and Jaycedo to the backstretch with Morning Line the leader. It is Morning Line, a 2-length advantage now over Gladding and Prayer for Relief, right together second and third. 31st Street tracks the front runners, 4th and about 3 from the front. Awesome Gem is 5th and in the clear. He's got 3.5 or 4 to come. Kettlecorn's at the rail. Great Warrior is midfield. He's got 6 lengths to make up. Jaycedo's at the rail inside of him. Honor the Deputy outside. They're both 7 from the front. Up the backstretch in the 33rd. Mervyn Leroy handicap, and Morning Line goes to the half-mile pole with that high cruising speed. Morning Line a length and a quarter in front of Gladding in second. Prayer for Relief stays at the rail, 3rd and 2 from the front. Kettle Corn is at the rail as well. He's got 3.5 to come. Awesome Gem has just taken 4th. Here's Awesome Gem within 3 of the lead. 31st Street tries to go with him. Great Warrior has 5 to come. Then Honor the Deputy, who makes his way to the fence, and Jay Cito. Top of the stretch they run. It is Morning Line now just a neck in front of Gladding, who is on the attack in second. 2 lengths to Prayer for Relief in third. Kettle Corn finds a way through at the rail to the outside, and Awesome Gem. Morning Line still in front. Morning Line final furlong, a 2-length lead. Prayer for Relief trying to gun him down in the final 16th, down to these 2. Morning Line reaches. Prayer for Relief closes. Morning Line. Prayer for Relief. Morning Line. Yes. The 33rd Mervyn Leroy handicap goes to Morning Line. He beat Prayer for Relief by a neck. Finishing third was Kettle Corn, and 31st Street finished fourth.
Morning Line, first race since the Whitney Stakes, ladies and gentlemen, scores the $13.20 upset. First time John Sheriff's, first time on the synthetic. Prayer for Relief finishes second, with Kettle Corn finishing third. The 5-2 favorite, Awesome Gem, beats 1 horse while finishing 8th. Now time to come to Belmont Park, ladies and gentlemen. 4 stakes races, 2 of them on Saturday afternoon, both at a mile and a 16th on the turf. Up first, the fillies in the Bogey.
And they're off. Hessenite is the first away. Federation comes up the inside. On the outside, Gitchy Gumi, and Winter Memories has come out running fourth, angled over to the inside and well held. At the back of the pack early on will be Check the Label and Principal Roll. So into the backstretch run. Very sensible pace has been established by Federation. Light pressure from Hessenite. On the outside, Gitchy Gumi, and the favorite Winter Memories on hold, still saving ground. Another 2 lengths back to the unhurried Check the Label, and another 3 to the trailer, Principal Roll. So up the backstretch run. Federation still on top. Federation still uncontested with that lead. Hessenite remains second. Then Gitchy Gumi, who's just outside of Winter Memories, who's been fourth throughout and down inside. And then Check the Label, still at the back of the pack, is Principal Roll. Through an easy half mile of 49 4/5 seconds. Federation, here comes Hessenite with the move after that lead. Then Gitchy Gumi. Winter Memories right there in behind the lead. She'll have to find some running room now. 3 horses before her. And now to the outside goes Check the Label, effectively pinning Winter Memories down at the rail. And it's 3 lengths back to Principal Roll, and the field turns for home. Winter Memories still bottled up at the quarter pole. Winter Memories crying out for some running room in behind a wall of 4 horses as the field is turned for home. And now Winter Memories has some running room, and it's Gitchy Gumi who's come away with the lead. On the outside, Check the Label down toward the rail. Federation into the final furlong, and Winter Memories is kicking it into high gear as they come down to the line. Winter Memories at the end, she won it going away. It was close for second between Principal Roll and Gitchy Gumi, and Federation fourth.
And here she is making her first start since finishing off the board in the QE2 at Keeneland last October, ladies and gentlemen. Winter Memories, odds on, scores a very convincing 2+ length victory under first-time rider Eddie Castro. She begins her older campaign. Looks like, New York, she's always been very good. 2 races back, she won the Grade 1 Garden City. Very, very powerful in the mile of 16th Bogey. Matter of fact, look at that final running time, ladies and gentlemen. I know the rails were up, but 1:43.87. The boys are going to be going in about 60 minutes. Gitchy Gumi finishes second. Principal Roll finishes third. 143.87 for the Distaffers. 2 races later, time for the mile of 16th Fort Marcy. Boisterous, 6-5.
And they're off. Desert Blanc missed the break at the back of the pack. Upgrade comes out in stride, and Upgrade out there for that early lead. Sal the Barber edges up on the outside second. Boisterous between horses down inside, Boots ahead. 3 lengths to Top Surprise, well held. That late start puts Desert Blanc at the back of the pack. So entering the backstretch run, Upgrade. Fernando Jara trying to slow it down here a little bit. From the outside, there goes Sal the Barber. Boisterous right up there behind this easy pace. And then it's Boots Ahead who rides the rails fourth down the backstretch one. Then Desert Blanc, and at the back of the pack now is Top Surprise. So they waltz through an opening quarter in 25 3/5 seconds with Upgrade leading them all. Sal the Barber right alongside, still in no hurry. Boots Ahead down on the rail. Stout Restraint while third with 5 furlongs to go. And then it's Desert Blanc in the clear on the outside, followed by Boisterous and 2.5 lengths back to Top Surprise. So Upgrade continues to lead. The opening half mile was 50 4/5 seconds. Now the tempo finally starts to quicken as they round the far turn. Upgrade still on top. Sal the Barber still glued to his flank with 3 furlongs remaining here. And then off the rail has come Boots Ahead. Desert Blanc there on the outside. Boisterous 5 lengths behind and Top Surprise. Coming to the top of the stretch. It is still Upgrade at the quarter pole. Upgrade leads. Sal the Barber is full out second. Desert Blanc revving up on the far outside now. Top Surprise and Boisterous is now cut loose. Wide open with the furlong to go. Desert Blanc comes away with the lead. Boisterous charging hard now. Top Surprise down the far outside. Upgrade at the rail into the final 16th of a mile. And Boisterous, spurred on here by Alan Garcia, will win it by 1 length on the line. Desert Blanc was second. Top Surprise and Boots Ahead.
And we have been talking for over a year, ladies and gentlemen, on the juggernaut that has become Shug McGahee on the turf, and Alan Garcia sitting a very, very comfortable trip, scores the victory, turning $4.60 for the Phipps stable. Desert Blanc, the 9-5 second choice, finishes second. And Top Surprise, by far the longest shot on the board, 21-1, finishes third. Now Boisterous, who has had a strong affinity when there has been give to the turf course, won the 3 coins up, the Knickerbocker and the Red Smith last year in New York, all on less than firm turf courses, wins Saturday's Fort Marcy on a yielding turf. Final running time for the boys, 1:44.89. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we still have Sunday stakes races from Belmont Park and turning our attention to Churchill Downs.
Some people take analyzing a horse race to a whole other level. Tune in every morning at 11 a.m. and get up-to-the-minute analysis of the day's biggest races, breaking news from the racing industry, and our daily best bets, only on OTB TV. No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice. With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
Hi race fans, I'm Seth Merrill with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to CapitalOTB.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like CapitalOTB.com. Live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. CapitalOTB.com. Check it out now.
Some people take analyzing a horse race to a whole other level. Tune in every morning at 11 a.m. and get up-to-the-minute analysis of the day's biggest races, breaking news from the racing industry, and our daily best bets, only on OTB TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time to turn our attention to Sunday afternoon at Belmont Park, and it's time for the Stallion Series. Up first, the 3-year-old fillies in the Park Avenue.
And they're off. Lender's Way, Sally's Dream, and Bait all the way together. Hustled out of there, too, is Caught by You right up in the early mix. Down toward the inside, Sweet Moon has come out running in 5th. Hot Splash right in there fighting, too. And the early trailer in this very tight pack is Sunny Desert. The leader down the back stretch is Lender's Way. Bait on the outside, 3 wide, heading for the far turn. Caught by you, hustled on there between horses. Down toward the inside, Sweet Moon. In a little traffic there, Sweet Moon now back running in 4th. And then it's Hot Splash racing 5th. On the far outside, Sally's Dream and Sunny Desert. Midway around the far turn. Bait ranging up on the far outside. The quarter was 22 seconds flat. Caught by you, mixing up in between horses. Lender's Way toward the inside. Hot Splash has advanced to 4th on the far outside. Sunny Desert in very tight toward the rail, just to the inside of Sweet Moon. Off the turn, it's wide open here. Hot Splash ranging up on the far outside. Here comes Hot Splash now. Bait continues to fight on. Down toward the inside, Sunny Desert. Sunny Desert head-to-head here with Hot Splash. Nothing between them. Sunny Desert and Hot Splash. Nip and tuck for the final 100 yards. Hot Splash, Sunny Desert, inseparable down to the line. Very close. Photo finish. Photo finish. Sunny Desert and Hot Splash an inch apart at the line either way. Farther back, Lender's Way and Sweet Moon.
And Sunny Desert, the 2-1 favorite after a 15-length plus maiden victory score on March 25th, comes back for John Paracella and scores first time versus winners by a nose under Ramon Dominguez, returning $6 even. Hot Splash was second. Lender's Way checks in third in Sunday's Park Avenue. Up next, time for the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings in the Times Square at 2-5 Sports Writer.
And them off. Sports Writer Maggie's header and Frisky Warrior up the backstretch run, and it is Maggie's header out for the lead. Frisky Warrior there second on the outside. Then down toward the rail, it's Shane Roars running in third now, and Sports Writer is back racing 4th. I'll Stake You 5th and on the fence. And then it's Disco on Western Tryst, followed by Think I'm Hooked, and the Early Trader is Exciting Missile around the far turn. They zip through a 22 flat opening quarter mile and a hot duel up front here. Maggie's header down on the inside. Frisky War on the outside, and the favorite Sports Writer looms large to their outside third. Disco On making a 4-wide move as they come to the top of the stretch. And then it's I'll Stake You, who's in with a good chance too, and switches to the outside for some running room as the field comes off the turn. Sports Writer is taking the lead. It is Sports Writer now in front. I'll Stake You, making him work for it though as they come into the final furlong. Sports Writer sent to the limit by I'll Stake You. They're pulling away from the rest, and I'll Stake You forges past. I'll Stake You the winner, beating Sports Writer by a half a length. Western Tryst was third. It's close for 4th.
Rosie Napravnik, who had a tremendous Friday afternoon down on Churchill Downs, springs the upset on I'll Stake You, breaking from the #1 post position for Derek Ryan. She scores the $13.20 upset victory, first time aboard I'll Stake You. Sports Writer at odds on finishes an easy second, 8 lengths in front of Western Tryst. The boys go 116.69. Now, ladies and gentlemen, time to turn our attention. 12 races, 6 on Friday, 6 on Saturday afternoon from Churchill Downs. Let's kick it off with the older filly mares in the La Troyenne, 2-5, last year's Oaks winner, Plum Pretty.
And they're off in the La Troyenne. Plum Pretty is sent to the lead by Rafael Bejarano, with Juanita towards the outside racing in second. And then a Fleeting Lady to the inside rail, St. John's River between horses, and Absent Minded taking a very keen hold around the outside. Maristar is next in the field with Love the Way You Are just at the back of the pack, racing 6 lengths off Plum Pretty as they go towards the back stretch in the 27th running of the La Troyenne. Plum Pretty is out in front by a length and a tail. Juanita in second, racing freely on the outside. Absent Minded in third, 24-1 for the opening quarter mile. A Fleeting Ladies to the inside rail, followed by St. John's River, who's racing in 5th position. Maristar to the outside is in 6th, and Love the Way You Are is still last of the 7, but they are tightly bunched as they race towards the end of the back stretch. Just over half a mile to go, the first half, 48-1 and into the far turn. Plum Pretty and Rafael Bejarano still by 3 parts of a length over Juanita and Ramon Dominguez racing in second. Now 2 lengths away. Absent-minded towards the outside of the driven, a Fleeting Lady. Then St. John's River. 4 more lengths back to Maristar, and Love the Way You Are is at the back of the field as they make the turn into the home straight in the La Troyenne. Plum Pretty has got a race on her hooves, and it's Juanita who is laying it down to last year's Oaks winner. Juanita now goes ahead in front. Plum Pretty tries to kick back towards the inside rail. Staying on in third is St. John's River, racing down towards the final 16th. It's Ramon Dominguez and Juanita out in front. St. John's River continues to charge. Too late. Juanita takes the La Troyenne. St. John's River was up for second. Plum Pretty in third. Absent-minded and a Fleeting Lady next.
Well, Juanita scores the gigantic upset, ladies and gentlemen, returning $35.40 for Michael Maker, who claimed this horse back in March of 2011 for $25,000. Now wins the La Troyenne for this offspring of Mindshap. Was well beaten on Independence Day to Harvard de Grasse down at the fairgrounds, but under Ramon Dominguez was an easy 2-length victory over St. John's River, who was runner-up in last year's Kentucky Oaks, to the favorite, Plum Pretty, coming out of her victory in the Apple Blossom. Mile 16 time for this year's edition of the La Troyenne, 142.82. And now what used to be the La Troyenne conditions, which are 3-year-old fillies going 7/8, renamed a couple years ago the 8 Bells, the even money favorite contested.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the 8 Bells. In the centre, Zunlei made a very alert beginning, and so too did Good Deed, flashing her usual early speed. And it is Good Deed who now moves on and gets the lead. Towards the outside, Livy Mackenzie. Between horses, Volcat. Those are now the first 3. Contested, the favourite now is beginning to contest the pace. Making ground towards the outside for Martin Garcia. Small Kitchen towards the inside rail in a close 5th. Followed by My Due Process. And then shifted back through the field is Zunlei, who's badly lost her place and making ground on the inside. Always Here too. 22 seconds flat for the opening quarter mile. Good Deed leads them through halfway in the 57th running of the 8 Bells. In second now, the menacing presence of the favourite contested, and they have now gone 3 lengths clear of Small Kitchen, who is racing in third. Around that one's outside is Livy Mackenzie, and wider still is My Due Process. A quarter mile to go. Good Deed to the inside, sticking her tongue out at her rival. To the outside is Contested. Contested now goes a neck in front. Good Deed is in second. They are 7 lengths clear of the third, who is Livy Mackenzie, racing down towards the final 16th. It is all Contested, pouring it on in a 1 filly show. Contested to give Bob Baffert his second win in the 8 Bells. Contested was much the best. Good Deed was second. Always Here too. Rallied late for third, and Livy Mackenzie was fourth.
And running in the Mike Pegram silks for Natalie Baffert, contested, makes it look easy as can be, returning $4.20 under Martin Garcia, winning by almost a handful, the official 4 3/4 lengths. The chart here looks as if this was a race run in the slop. The separation from all these runners, Good Deed was 6 lengths as the second choice in front of Always Here too. The 3-year-old fillies on Friday afternoon negotiate the 7 furlongs in 121.29. When we come back, more action from Friday afternoon at Churchill Downs.
Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook.
I've been coming here for well over 30 years to the OTB, and I think this is an outstanding facility. Probably comparable to something you'd see in Vegas. They have the big screens there, and then they have the auxiliary screens for, you know, watching all the tracks. And the primary tracks of the day, they'll switch to the big screens, which is ideal for most of us race guys. We like to see the big races on the big screen. Well done.
Hi, Hi, race fans. I'm Seth Miro with some great news. Now you can get live streaming of all our tracks. Just log on to CapitalOTB.com, click on the live streaming link, and choose from more than 35 tracks from around the world. Plus, you can now get race replays any day, any track. And don't forget to check out our new virtual tote board. In horse racing, information is key, and no one brings you the crucial information you need like CapitalOTB.com, live streaming, race replays, and our new virtual tote board. CapitalOTB.com. Check it out now.
No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice. You could wait for money to start falling from the sky, or you could head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, and amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook and Capital OTB are the better choice.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Continue the action from Friday afternoon at Churchill Downs. Time for the 3-year-old fillies on the turf in the Edgewood. Stephanie's Kitten making the second start of the year, the even money favorite.
3-year-old fillies in the gate. And they're off in the Edgewood. They have a trip of 1 mile and a 16th ahead of them, and towards the inside, More Than Love is right up there in the early going, and so too is June Cleaver, and out wide is Welcome Dance. A contested early speed with June Cleaver against the hedge. Towards the outside, Welcome Dance. These are the first two, and there's a wall of horses in behind. Dropping out the back of the field early, Coco Loca is last but one. Treasured Up is last but two. Right out the back of the field is Lily Hannah, who is absolute last, and they've got less than 3/4 mile to go. First quarter, 23 and 4. And Welcome Dance and Julien Leperoux now get a clear lead of a length and a half. In second towards the inside is June Cleaver. Stephanie's Kitten pushing up between horses, but now shuffle back to fourth again in close quarters with on the outside Ms. Ida. These then being followed on the outside by Gold Rush Girl, who's now racing in fifth. Towards the inside, More Than Love is in a share of 6 with Run a Risk. Then towards the outside is Dame Marie, 47 and 1 for the half mile as they go now into that far turn. Firehouse Red is next in the field, followed by Treasured Up, who's already been ridden along. Likewise is Lily Hannah, and at the back of the field is Coco Loca, making the turn, just over a 1/4 mile to go, and as they do so, the leader is Welcome Dance. Welcome Dance is out in front now by 3 parts of a length. Here comes Stephanie's Kitten looming on the outside. Stephanie's Kitten now broadside of Welcome Dance. These two duel inside the final furlong. Down the outside, Firehouse Red is staying on in third. In fourth is Dame Marie, but it is Stephanie's Kitten and John Velasquez. They're out in front by over 2 lengths. Stephanie's Kitten, Royal Ascot could be next. Stephanie's Kitten wins the Edgewood. In second was Firehouse Red. Tight third, late run on the outside from Treasured Up, and to the inside a big run from the long-time leader, Welcome Dance.
Stephanie's Kitten, who is now 3 for 3 on the turf of the United States. She did lose the Natalma up at Woodbine. An extremely convincing winner after her 3-year-old debut, finishing third in the Ashland over at Keeneland, scores by 2 lengths under John Velasquez, returning $4 even for Wayne Catalano, and obviously Ken and Sarah Ramsey, who bred this offspring of Kitten's Joy. Firehouse Red at better than 25 to 1 under Rosie Depravic finishes second, and Welcome Dance, first start of the year, checks in third at 12 to 1. The 3-year-old fillies go the mile and 16th in 140.94. Older horses on Kentucky Derby Eve at Churchill Downs, now running for over $330,000. This is the Ali Sheba at 1 mile and 16th. Mucho Macho Man, 8 to 5.
And they're off in the Ali Sheba. Nate's Mineshaft is ridden to try and get a piece of it towards the inside, but it's Plutonium out wide. Now Nate's Mineshaft moving right through on the inside rail, and Fort Land is going with them. Three of them now duel for a contested early lead. Mucho Macho Man is taken off the speed, rated in fourth by Ramon Dominguez as they hurtle towards the backstretch. Coliseo is now racing in fifth position. Successful Dan is in sixth. Apart already chased along in seventh, and likewise Golden Yank at the back of the field. 23-2 the opening quarter mile, and the race for the lead was won by Plutonium. Towards the outside, half a length away, Fort Land is racing in second. Nate's Mineshaft now has to play a supporting role. He's now in third to the inside with the company on his outer, Mucho Macho Man, as they go to the halfway point in the ninth running of the Ali Sheba. The half in 47 flat, and they go now towards the fire turn. Plutonium taken on by Fort Land in second. Mucho Macho Man begins to make his stealthy move around the outside. Nate's Mineshaft is ridden. Successful Dan now begins to check off rivals one by one. Coliseo is next as Fort Land now has picked up the gauntlet, and he leads them by the quarter pole in the Ali Sheba. In second place now is Mucho Macho Man. Down the outside, Successful Dan tries to sweep by them all. Fort Land is trying to go and take this. He's out in front by half a length. Successful Dan now bearing down on the outside. Fort Land clings to the lead. Successful Dan now surges to the outside. Successful Dan and Julien Leperoux. Successful Dan successful in the Ali Sheba. Fort Land in second. Mucho Macho Man in third, and in fourth, Golden Yank.
And Successful Dan, ladies and gentlemen, who took almost a year and a half off, has come back for Charlie Lepresti as a horse possessed. Scores the $10.20 upset victory, setting a new track record in the process. Fort Larned finished second in a dogfight through the lane, and Mucho Macho Man, coming out of his victory in the Gulfstream Park Handicap, finishes third while trying to go for four in a row under Ramon Dominguez. The new track record at Churchill Downs for a mile and 16th on the dirt, 141.04. Now, ladies and gentlemen, up next is the American Turf. I just want to mention to you, when they get to the top of the stretch, there is a spill involved here. Gung Ho, 7-2 favorite.
And they're off in the American Turf. How Great just looked out a little away to his right as he let them go and has surrendered a little bit of ground, as Blue Skies and Rainbows is up there early, but is taken on now around the outside by Silvermax. And it's Silvermax who splits the wire with a circuit ahead of them. Blue Skies and Rainbows racing in second. Scatman is in third to the hedge. Coalport making the turn, racing in fourth position. Look at the time, is racing in fifth. Then towards the outside in sixth is Tones. They race towards the back stretch. Next on the inside, racers Gung Ho, who's racing in midfield alongside How Great as they go down the back. Next on the inside is Star Channel, followed by Travel Advisory. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter mile. Flashy Dresser has only got a couple behind in the early going. Finnegan's Wake is struggling to play catch up, and last of all is Silver Menace. They're racing inside the final half mile of the 21st running of the American Turf, going towards the end of the back stretch, and Silver Max and Rafael Bejarano have still got the lead as they go into the turn. Blue Skies and Rainbows is now racing in second to the hedge. Coalport now tries to come on. Out wide is Scatman. These are then being followed by Gun Ho, who will need a little bit of a seam. Then wide, How Great now begins to make his move. He's following through. Look at the time as they come into the lane, and we had a spill at the back of the field. Down is Star Channel. Star Channel came down, racing down towards the final furlong. Silver Max has still got the lead. In second place is Coalport. Down the wide outside, staying on now is Look at the Time, and so too late on the scene is How Great. Also finishing to effect is Travel Advisory, but out in front it's Silver Max to take the American Turf. Silver Max and Rafael Bejarano over Travel Advisory in second. How Great was involved for third, together with Finnegan's Wake, who flew too late at the end, and these were followed by Look at the Time.
And Silver Max, recent winner of the Transylvania, now adds the American Turf to his resume with the old number 13 saddlecloth. The superfecta here is the 13, the 10, and the 14. Silver Max put on the front end by Rafael Bejarano and improves the position, returning $12.40 for Dale Romans. Travel Advisory well back early, finishes second at 24-1. And How Great from the tough outside post position as the second choice finishes third. The offspring of Badge of Silver, that being Silver Max, running time for the American Turf, 141.10. And Friday afternoon, one of the great races of the American Turf, 3-year-old fillies in the Kentucky Oaks.
And they're off in the Kentucky Oaks. Towards the inside, Broadway's Alibi flashes early speed. Believe You Can is also right up there, and so too is Colonial Empress, who's got the white blinkers. The Grey on Fire Baby towards the inside is followed through by Grace Hall, who is in close quarters. Eden's Moon is next in the field, followed around the outside by Amy's Dini as they race now inside the final 7/8, and Broadway's Alibi and John Velasquez have got the lead in the Oaks. Believe You Can and Rosina Pravnik racing in second. Colonial Empress round the outside in third. On Fire Baby is in fourth. Grace Hall is racing in fifth. Amy's Dini is in sixth. Eden's Moon racing in seventh. Summer Applause is in eighth through a 23-second flat opening quarter mile. Karlovy Vary is racing in ninth. On the outside, Jemima's Pearl is in 10th. Hard Not to Like is in 11th position. Then being ridden along in 12th is Yarra. In 13th is And Why Not. And 14th and last is Sacristy the Half in 47-2. Half a mile to go in Oaks 1:38. And Broadway's Alibi and John Velasquez still have the lead. Over in second, Believe You Can. On the inside, On Fire Baby and Joe Johnson in third. Grace Hall tries to follow her through. Eden's Moon is the first one to check out, drops right back through the field. Grace Hall is having to go wide to try and challenge, followed through by Amy's Dini out wide. On the inside, Summer Applause as the Oaks field come down the lane. Broadway's Alibi taken on the outside now by Believe You Can. Believe You Can, a nose in front. Broadway's Alibi is really digging into the inside and coming back for more. Back in third is Grace Hall, just over half a furlong to go in the Oaks. Believe You Can surges to a lead of a length and racing towards the line. Believe You Can wins the Oaks for Rosina Pravnik. Believe You Can took the Oaks. Broadway's Alibi was in second. In third, Grace Hall. In fourth was Summer Applause. In fifth, On Fire Baby. In sixth was Hard Not to Like. And they were a long way clear of Sacristy and Why Not.
And the former governor of the Commonwealth of Kentucky scores again in the Kentucky Oaks. Believe You Can, the recent winner of the Fairground Oaks, scores in historical fashion, being ridden by Rosina Pravnik, lighting up the boards. $29.60 for Larry Jones, who for good measure won the finale on Friday afternoon after winning the 138th Kentucky Oaks. But Believe You Can, in a full field of 14, just a powerful run through the stretch. She goes to the head of the class for the 3-year-old fillies. Broadway's Alibi for Todd Pletcher, I thought, ran a tremendous race as the third choice in the wagering, finishes second. And the favorite, Grace Hall, at 5-2, finishes third, as I said, in the Kentucky Oaks. She figures to be a solid performer through the rest of the year. But on Friday afternoon, she wasn't good enough, as Believe You Can scores the historical victory. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Saturday afternoon at Churchill Downs.
No matter where in the world you are, the excitement of wagering on live horse racing is just a click away. CapitalOTB.com offers live streaming, free past performances, analysis and selections from professional handicappers, and a simple, safe, and secure wagering platform. And best of all, it's surcharge-free. CapitalOTB.com, the better choice.
And they're off.
With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time to attack the Saturday Stakes races from Churchill Downs. Up first, the Twin Spires Turf Sprint.
And they're off in the Twin Spires Turf Sprint. Missing the kick was Spinning Move. Towards the outside, Great Mills made a very alert beginning, and Bridgetown is right there on the inside. These are the first two. Being followed through by City Sage between horses, and around the outside is Shabab as they race towards the end of the back stretch. Next in the field is Spite the Halo as they go into the turn. Spite the Halo is then being followed around the outside by Amancia Dioro, and they're very tightly grouped as they go through the halfway point. 21 and 2 was the opening quarter mile as they come into the home straight now in the turf sprint, and Bridgetown is out in front to Great Mills, who has now taken second place. Shabab is on the outside now in third. City Sage is on the inside in fourth. Santo Gato is next, followed by Great Attack towards the outside with Chamberlain Bridge, and then Spinning Move towards the outside. But it's John Velasquez and Bridgetown out in front to Great Attack, launching an attack down the outside. Great Attack was up in time to take the Twin Spires Turf Sprint for Joel Rosario and Wesley Ward. It was Great Attack who mugged Bridgetown on the line to take the Grade 3 prize.
What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Great Attack, who usually shows very good early speed, was 11th and 10th in the early runnings. Joel Rosario never quits, a powerful, an extremely powerful stretch run. Bridgetown looked like he was home at the 8th pole as the 3-2 favorite. Not so fast, my friend. Cactus Sun finishes second. Great Attack returns $10.80 for Wesley Ward and his backers and negotiates the 5 furlongs in 56.61. Up next, older horses sprinting in the Churchill Downs, 9-5. Last year's Preakness winner, Shackelford.
Sprinters in the gate. And they're off in the Churchill Downs. Alma Dioro is taken back in the early stages, a contested early tempo. Amma Zombie with Will's Wildcat on the outside, and Shackelford is there right on the inside as well. These then being followed by Gantry, who's towards the outside racing in 4th position. Amazing Destiny is now in 5th. Smiling Tiger is in 6th. A Priority out very wide is in 7th, and Alma Dioro is racing some 8 lengths off the leader. Went through the quarter in 21 and 4. Half a mile to go in the 78th Churchill Downs, and against the rail, Will's Wildcat taken on now by Amazombie around the outside, and Shackelford is there right between rivals as they go around the turn. Gantry is racing in 4th, the half in 44 flat, and Shackelford now lays it down to Amazombie on his outside. Gantry is there in 3rd position. Will's Wildcat followed by Amazing Destiny, very wide Smiling Tiger as they come down the lane. Shackelford's White Blaze just in front. Amazombie with the shadow roll towards the near side. These two are 3 lengths clear of Gantry, who is back in 3rd, racing in deep stretch. Amazombie near side. Shackelford on the far side. No quarter is given. The Shack gets his head in front. Shackelford to win. Shackelford wins for Dale Romans and Jesus Castanon in a thrilling finish. He beat Amazombie in the 78th Churchill Downs.
A terrific horse race, ladies and gentlemen. Dale Romans gets another winner down at Churchill Downs. Shackelford, very impressive. Heck, I thought he was a good 3rd place finish in the recently run Grade 1 Carter. Well, Jesus Castanon, a terrific ride, scores the $5.60 favorite victory. Amazombie, the champ, an outstanding sprinter in his own right, was the 2-1 second choice. They finish well in front of Gantry, who finishes 3rd after a very successful winter and spring at the fairgrounds. The 7 furlong running time for the boys, 1:21.06. But up next, the Churchill Downs Distaff Turf Mile 3-2 marketing mix.
They're in the gate. And they're off. A step slow, La Reine Lyon. Towards the outside, Daisy Divine once again takes the front running roll. And it's Daisy Divine who leads them. And on the inside hedge, Marketing Mix now applying pressure with Tappets Fly in 3rd in the early stages of the Churchill Distaff Turf Mile. So it is Daisy Divine who is out in front. Marketing Mix covered her early move racing in 2nd. Tappets Fly is in 3rd. City to City is in 4th. Hungry Island to the outside in 5th. Heavenly Landing is in 6th, and La Reine Lyon at the back of the field, 24. and 3 for the opening quarter mile, set by James Graham and Daisy Divine. But not getting away from Marketing Mix, who covers the move just a length away in second. And then towards the outside, a further length away, Tappet's Fly is in third. To the inside, City to City is racing in fourth as they're about to go into that far turn. 48 and 3 for the half mile in the 27th running of the Churchill Distaff Turf Mile. And still, Daisy Divine has got the lead, and he's trying to kick off the turn. He's gone now a length and a half clear to Marketing Mix, who's racing in second. Tappet's Fly round the outside is in third. They're winding it up all the while, and Daisy Divine leads out the sprint, tackled now by Tappet's Fly. Tappet's Fly goes on down the outside. Hungry Island begins to come on, and so too La Reine Lyon with a swish of her tail deep inside the final furlong. Hungry Island on the near side. John Velasquez take the lead to Tappet's Fly in second, and racing to line. Hungry Island wins for Shug McGahey, a second win in the race for John Velasquez. In second, Tappet's Fly. In third, La Reine Lyon. And on the inside, Marketing Mix was only fourth.
Hungry Island, ladies and gentlemen, we saw her score an upset victory in the Lake Placid last summer at Saratoga. Scores an upset victory once again, returning $13.80 for John Velasquez. And Shug McGahey, Tappet's Fly, a good effort. It looks like at 5 years of age, coming back to her 2-year-old form, finishes second. And Lorraine Leon finishes third. And Marketing Mix finishes off the board as the 3-2 favorite. Now time for the Filly and Mares to go 7 furlongs on the dirt in the Grade 1 Humana Distaff Groupie Doll 3-1.
And they're off in the Humana Distaff. And Sassy Image drops right out the back of the field with Ramon Dominguez as Mardley Offensive and Joel Rosario lead them towards the end of the chute. Giving chase is on the inside Fancy of Flight, who's now in a share of second with Groupie Doll. Back in fourth is Salty Strike. Then in fifth on the outside, Switch. Around the outside is Musical Romance. Musical Romance is then being followed by Sassy Image, who's making ground. Magical Feeling, and now dropping out the back of the field is Hot Summer. Just over half a mile to go, 22 and 2 for the opening quarter mile in the 26 Humana Distaff, and it's Groupie Doll who now takes the lead. To Mardley Offensive on the inside, racing in second. Switch is in third. Musical Romance is making a 3-wide move. On the inside is Salty Strike. These then being followed by Sassy Image. Round the outside, Magical Feeling is next. Now checking out of it is Fancy of Flight, who's last, and last but one is Hot Summer as they turn for home, and it's Rajiv Marar and Groupie Doll out in front, and they've gone clear off the turn by 5 opening lengths. In second is Musical Romance. Back in third, Mildly Offensive. Down the wide outside, Magical Feeling continues to come on, but it is Groupie Doll in a 1-horse race. Groupie Doll is going to win the Humana Distaff by open lengths. Groupie Doll, a powerhouse performance. Musical Romance was in second. She too was clear of the rest. Mildly Offensive to the inside of Magical Feeling.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Fillies and Mares not only went faster, they went faster than anyone has gone 7/8 at Churchill Downs. 120.44, but we'll get to that in a moment. Groupie Doll, who a couple races back, disappointed at a bad price in the inside information down at Gulfstream Park, but since then has gotten it in gear, wins a Grade 1 on the synthetic at Keeneland, now wins a Grade 1 on the dirt at Churchill Downs. Have to say that puts her at the head of the class for the Filly and Mare Sprinters. Last year's head of the class, Filly and Mare Sprinter, Musical Romance, last year's champ, finishes 7 1/4 lengths behind Groupie Doll, but 5 1/4 ahead of Magical Feeling. And as I mentioned earlier, faster than the boys about an hour ago, faster than anybody before, 120.44. Now, what has become the traditional lead up to the Kentucky Derby? 9 furlongs on the turf, the Woodford Reserve Tour Lore 2-1.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the Woodford Reserve Turf Classic. Boxer Deroux, lit up by the first-time blinkers, was away very alertly, but he is taken back, and it is now on the inside. Little Mike, who's taken down the centre of the course, however, by Joe Bravo, who gets the lead as they pass beneath the Twin Spires. Little Mike is out in front. In second position is Turbo Compressor. Racing in third is Get Stormy. In fourth is Boxer Deroux. Racing in fifth is Doubles Partner. In sixth is Slim Shady. Seventh is Brilliant Speed. Eighth is Data Length. Then round the outside, Alkali is racing next, followed by Turallure, who is unhurried, and Papa Bodie trails at the back of the field. He's 12 lengths off Little Mike, the quarter in 23 and 3. Little Mike and Joe Bravo now by just over a length. To on the inside, Get Stormy and Ramon Dominguez against the hedge. Racing in second. Turbo Compressor is in third. Boxer Deroux is racing in fourth. Doubles Partner is now in fifth and beginning to make ground. Slim Shady to the inside is in sixth. Brilliant Speed taken wide is in seventh. Then Data Link, who's towards the inside of Alkali. Turallure, still he waits, and a break of 6 lengths back to Papal Bodie. 48 and 1 for the half-mile click as they go into the far turn, and as they do so, it's still Little Mike who leads the way. Racing in second is Turbo Compressor. Brilliant Speed is the one who has gone very, very wide around the turn, and it's Little Mike who is still out in front, and he slipped the field as they turn in with a quarter of a mile to go. Little Mike goes for glory. In second is Get Stormy. Slim Shady is on the inside, staying on Doubles Partner, followed out wide then by Boxer Deroux. These then being followed by Turbo Compressor, and then Data Link on the wide outside. Turallure, but has had a brutal trip really wide, and it's Little Mike who is out in front, going for the shock in the Turf Classic, racing towards the line. Little Mike at 12 to 1 wins the Woodford Reserve Turf Classic from gate to wire in the hands of Joe Bravo. Tight second, Slim Shady ran huge on the inside of Brilliant Speed, and these were followed home by Alkali and then Data Link.
And Dale Romans wins another one, but my thoughts must have been Joe Bravo in his mind must have been going, it is Derby Day, right? This is the Woodford Reserve. They're making it too easy. $26.40 from the inside post position. Joe Bravo put Little Mike on the front end and never looked back, ladies and gentlemen. Slim Shady, who was 10 to 1, making for a $400 plus exacta. Brilliant Speed, who I think just has a propensity for hitting the board without winning, finishes third. Turallure finishes seventh, coming out of the Makers 46. Rather disappointing performance to his backers. Final running time of the Woodford Reserve was 148.81 on the good turf course. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the 138th Kentucky Derby, which I have said for months leading up, figured to be as good and as deep as it gets, and it didn't disappoint.
And they're off in Derby 138. Gemologist flashes early speed towards the outside. Triniberg is right up there, and so too is Bodemeister, with Daddy Longlegs right on the inside rail, and it is Bodemeister taking on Triniberg, and then on the outside Gemologist is in third. Hanson the Grey between horses, with on the inside Daddy Longlegs. Those the first 5, followed then on the inside by Take Charge Indy, racing in 6. Towards the outside, I'll Have Another is in 7th. Daddy Knows Best is in 8th. Around the outside, Liaison is racing in 9th. Creative Cause is in 10th. Dullahan is in 11th. Optimizer is racing in 12th. Alpha is 13th. Sabercat is 14th. Went the Day Well is racing in 15th. And these are then being followed by Prospective as they head down the back stretch. Rousing Sermon also towards the rear of the field. Union Rags only has 2 behind. Done Talking is last but 1. El Padrino is last. The half in 45 and 1 at halfway in Derby 138. And Bodemeister leads the parade. Triniberg is in second. In third is Hanson. In fourth, towards the outside, is Gemologist. Then on the inside, Take Charge Indy, followed by I'll Have Another. Then Liaison with an awkward head carriage. He's very wide going around the turn. He's carried out Creative Cause. Rousing Sermon is now picking up ground towards the inside, together with Daddy Knows Best. Daddy Longlegs is right out the back of the field. So too is Prospective as the Derby field turns for home, and out in front it is Bodemeister. Bodemeister is clear by 3 lengths now to Hansen in second. Triniberg, I'll have another. Creative Cause is staying on down the outside. Dullahan is also picking up very deep on the track, followed by Liaison inside the final furlong, and it is Bodemeister and Mike Smith out in front. I'll have another, and Mario Gutierrez now come alongside. Dullahan still has a chance, and then Creative Cause. I'll have another takes the lead in the Derby, and up the line. I'll have another wins the Derby. A first winning ride for Mario Gutierrez. It was I'll have another for Doug O'Neill and 25-year-old Mario Gutierrez, who took Derby 138.
I'll have another, who I felt drew a perfect post position for the rookie Mario Gutierrez. I thought he would sit a perfect trip. Wasn't sure if he was good enough. The price is just indicative of the field size. Bodemeister, who probably was minorly surprised for Mike Smith at how easily he found the front with Willie Martinez not trying to get Triniberg there. Dullahan coming off the pace once again, putting in a big run. Went the day well, who looked like he had no chance at the top of the stretch, had traffic trouble. Creative Cause, who they told me looked terrible all week, finishes 5th. Heck, Union Rags, who had 2 horses beat on the backstretch as the second choice at 5-1. I thought he ran tremendously. What I'm saying is all the good ones showed up. I'll have another was the best for Doug O'Neill, returning $32.60, which is indicative of the strength of the field, not the fact that the Santa Anita Derby Bob Lewis winner was a long shot. Bodemeister, after a great Arkansas Derby, ended up being the favorite. Morning line and betting line ran terrifically, just a length and a half short inside the 8th pole. Dullahan, coming off of the synthetic effort, impressive winning the Bluegrass, went well. A terrific addition. It figured to be, this is a good crop. Cannot wait for the Preakness and the Belmont. This is a very good 3-year-old crop. The final running time after blazing early fractions, 2 minutes, 1.83. The offspring of Flower Alley. I'll have another, only one poor race in his career. That was in the slop on Labor Day in the Hopeful. It looks like Doug O'Neill and Mr. Redham, his familiar white with the purple stripe, who has put so much money into the game, has been handsomely rewarded. That wraps up this week's edition of Horses and Courses, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time